Ooh, it's not the spooky season any longer. So I should probably stop talking like this. Ooh. How is everybody tonight? Okay, where was I last time? Ah, yes, the mushroom. I remember now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Systematic VGST. Hey, Void Master. I don't know why you changed your name, Lobo, but sure, whatever. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, another. I feel like there's somebody else. Ah, Sam. I knew you were here. Hey, Sam. Howdy. Welcome one, welcome all. Anyway, it's always spooky season for you. Oh, hey, Rivershen. Welcome. Okay. So, today we're going to do the 2B2T No Life Memorial. Ooh. Okay, so I want to kind of like make this place look like it's... I'm going to use cobble. Or no, it's got to be deep slate. That's right. So I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to use deep slate. Regular deep slate like it's normal. And then maybe some glow berries. Yeah, I guess that'll do. So I kind of want it to make it like you come up into this space here, right? And fill deep slate. Yeah, that'll do. And so you pop up into this open area here. And this is sort of like did it not? Oh shit, it didn't. I'm so sorry, everybody. Blocks are still being assembled. Yeah, whoops. I could have sworn I hit the enter key. My bad. My bad. Oh well. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. I am only human. Okay. And so, deep slate. Ooh, I don't have any options for deep slate stairs. We'll just make it like this. So, for those of you who don't remember or don't know, 2B2T No Life was a contest / endurance thing that was held by Bezopassan at the very beginning of this year. And I participated in 2B2T No Life. It was me and a bunch of other 2B2T players, content creators, things of that nature. And it was just basically a single elimination, no holds barred kind of thing. It was really fun. And so I participated in it. And we took 2B2T spawn, and we basically slapped it in 1.18 and just sort of made it like it was a legitimate, it was both a Hunger Games survival game and also a, hey, the world is out to kill you. And there were various... You had like 3 lives, I think. You could work together with other people. You could grief. You could, do whatever. It was really wild. Sadly, it didn't last long enough, and we never finished it. But God, it was interesting. I loved the concept and the premise. So, yeah, it's basically just... I don't want to say I was the winner, because that feels very presumptuous of me, but I did survive to the very, very end. And it was me and Sleuthing. We were the only people who had survived. Oh, and... wasn't there somebody else? Arfresh, I want to say? Something like that. I want to say he was also there. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this layer of the mushroom. For those of you who don't know, this is the mushroom memorial to the mushroom people for the Great Race Experiment, which also happened at the very beginning of this year. And so the Great Race Experiment Mushroom Memorial is here. And then, so yeah, just as a refresher, we made this map art last time, and I showed you how to make a map art in RAW from MS Paint to the game itself, and here we are. Hey, Sid Simeon, welcome. Very song section cut. What? Move your screen protector? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. Well, yeah. So we made this little placard to commemorate all the people who died from January 21st to January 31st. And then all the other people, the people who infiltrated due to, I don't know, the fifth column stuff, whatever. It was interesting. So this is the tribute to that. And so up here we decided to make this a 2B2T No Life tribute. And so with No Life, the key was that we had a certain level of like crazy shit. And so actually I want to make this lower section will represent everything that was new below Y0, and then up here will be a sort of lava cast rendition of Spawn, so to speak. Spawn replica diorama. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be more of a, you know, oh holy shit, this place is a complete mess. Whereas up here was more of a, you know, it's just the typical 2B2T stuff. I think it'll be pretty cool. We got a good little, I don't know, good little concept going here. Stack 5. No, undo. I needed to stack that 4 blocks, and then stack that 2. Okay. Yeah, I want to make this look like the inside of that mine shaft that I found, because I hung out in a mine shaft for a good like 4 or 5 episodes of 2B2T No Life, and so I kind of want to make it feel like my old little hideaway that I had, because like I was decked out. I had like Prot 2 or Prot 3 diamond armor when everybody else was like basically fucked. It was going to be an interesting brawl if we decided to actually take it to its natural conclusion. I'm kind of sad we didn't, in all honesty, but oh well, what can you do? It just kind of was what it was. Screen protector cracked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sid. Or another, sorry. So yes, we will be making this sort of like... Oh yeah, I should probably also spawn in the heads of all the players who were involved as well. Just as like, as a really good memorial, you know? To best capture, you know, the feelings of dread and fear. I really hope we do another 2B2T No Life at some point. We, Bezo promised us we would do a Hunger Games or a Ultra Hardcore, and that just never came to pass. And so I was like, well, I guess he's too busy or whatever. I mean, you know, what can you do, you know? Not everybody will want to sit and organize an event. I can see how much trouble it would be. Actually, let's use slabs, and then I'll make it a corkscrew staircase through here. And then, we need oak planks, because that's all part of the mine shaft. And then it also had oak fences. What else did it have? I think that was it. Oh, cobwebs. Yeah, to help sell the mood. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Or wait. No, that's right. These things are 2 blocks tall. That's right. And then they go like this. Something like this, I think it is. It's been ages since I've been down. Oh yeah, that's right. They're broken. Yeah, they're broken in little bits. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll have it sort of be shaped like this. Like it's a legitimate mine shaft. Something like that. And then over here I'll have the start of the staircase. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So, in other news, let's see here. What all has been going on lately that's of note? Oh hey, El Cayman, welcome. Have I played 6B6T? I was on there for a very brief amount of time to test it out. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. I don't remember it being very bad. I just don't remember it being very great either. It was forgettable. Okay, let's position this down a lot. So who all has been seeing the shit show at Twitter with Elon charging people $8 for a verification badge or something of that nature? Is it not wild, the number of people who are just like pitching a fit over this? Like it's the worst thing in the world suddenly, and it's just like it's hilarious. It really is. Okay. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I didn't make this an even amount. I want my... There we go. I want my walkway to be solid. Tumblr is reviving because of... Wow. Now that's something. That's not something I expected. The takeover of Twitter has led to the revival of the once defunct website, Tumblr. Oh well. I mean, more reason to not go on fucking Tumblr. Not like you needed more of a reason to stay the fuck off of a place like Tumblr. Tumblr was a hellhole for years before it basically got its head chopped off. That shit was hilarious. They banned all adult content many years ago, and it was like, well, now nobody wants to use it because only the most degenerate people wanted to use Twitter or Tumblr. Oh well. More power to them, I guess. Just keep that shit away from me. Whoa. I'm just happy that I don't have to put up with any of that. Could be worse, I suppose. But yeah, Elon running Twitter is hilarious. I hope it continues to be a shit show. And that everybody's basically done. And that those people will, you know, fuck off with their opinions. Okay, and then I also want to make... actually, that's right. I keep forgetting Deep Slate is directional. So I gotta, like, structure it just right. Perfect. I want to make it look like this is an actual cave. Because this was an actual cave. Well, kind of. Something like that. But yeah. Redoing a mineshaft? Yeah, I'm sort of making it a mineshaft looking thing, just because it was... That's where I camped out in a mineshaft. Actually, these are supposed to be 2 blocks long, aren't they? And that mineshaft saved my life. I want to say it was right after we were being chased by Clown Pierce and Syndicate, I think it was. It was shortly after that, and basically the mineshaft was just large enough and just cavernous enough that they couldn't really, like, keep track of where we were. And so it ended up that I didn't get chased right away, and that was how I survived. I don't think I was going to win against Syndicate and Clown Pierce. Not going to lie. Looking back on that, that was an unwinnable fight. Hope Elon tanks Twitter and some other social media appears. I mean, it's a good thing every now and then to have, like, a turnover of all the really, really big powerhouse, you know, for example, Facebook is currently torpedoing itself. You know, that's the kind of thing, like, there needs to be a churning over and a recycling of all the great fuckers, basically. No one company or one outfit should stay in power forever. It really should be, you know, death and rebirth kind of thing. And it just isn't... It's not fair when one company or one group can stay on top forever and ever and ever. Like, eventually it needs to cycle out properly. That's healthy. It's really not healthy when you have, you know, a bajillion neckbeards or SJWs or whoever running everything for decades on end. Twitter's been around for what, like 15, 16 years? It's been around as long as Minecraft has. Actually, I think it came out in 2007, didn't it? I don't know. It's wild. And it's just like shit like that should not be allowed to prevail forever. There needs to be a healthy turnover of everything. And yeah, hopefully Elon will turn everything over and we'll have a greater level of peace. I don't know. Left spawn by getting a kit for free and duping it and flying. Yeah, that was what we did on 6B. What's happening with Facebook? They became metaverse or whatever, and nobody wants to play their shitty pseudo-fake game because metaverse is poorly made. And I mean, yeah, it's a big tech giant now. They're not innovating. They're not making a product someone will genuinely enjoy or want to play. They're doing it just because. They are horribly out of touch. That's really what it boils down to. These big companies are too out of touch, and without a decent level of turnover, yeah, there's no way to like keep shit straight. I'm gonna move this up. I know it's not exactly like how a mine shaft would be, but we'll put something here in a moment. Anyway, time will tell if Elon saves Twitter or converts it to Anarchy. I think it'll be fine, in all honesty. I'm not worried. Twitter doesn't seem like it's in that bad shape right now. But then again, I could be completely wrong. We don't know right now. I've also got to cover up this pipe, because this pipe isn't like part of the mineshaft aesthetic. So yeah. Said Clown Pierce played 2B. No, Clown Pierce joined 2B2T No Life, but he only joined for one episode. He was there exclusively to hunt down people, and if he got to kill someone and reduce their life to 0, because you had 3 lives, and when you hit life number 0, you lost. You were eliminated. And so if any of the hunters, Clown Pierce, Kingaros, and Syndicate, if any of them had eliminated someone's lives to 0, they got to join and participate in their place. And that was what, you know, we were kind of afraid, because Clown Pierce was really fucking good. And basically we ran out the clock, and only Syndicate had the chance to join, and he didn't for some reason. I guess he was too busy. I don't know. You say Java's more better? Yeah, Java's way better. Oh, hey, Rosie. It's your birthday. Wow, okay. Well, good. I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Hopefully it finds you in a decent place, you know. Cloud Pierce have a video? I don't think he bothered to make any video on it. I could be wrong. Orson streamed it. I recorded it, rather. Who else was involved? Bezo streamed and recorded it. Bezo recorded it because he was hunted down by Syndicate and Clown Pierce, and he got killed by them. So that actually did happen. That somebody was eliminated by one of the more famous PvPers. I don't think Kingaros got a kill. I forget. It's been too many months. Okay. That looks decent enough. Kind of put some cobwebs everywhere. I know real mine shafts don't have this many cobwebs, but you know, it's the aesthetic that counts. Clown and Syndicate would be a deadly duo. Both roll you in PvP and you're above average. Ah. I mean, that's how it is, you know? They probably do nothing but do PvP. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's this. That's that. The glowberries. There were... Oh, okay. We also had moss and this because there was a lush underground cave. Whoops. So I also came across some lush underground cavern in places. So this will kind of stand in and represent that. And then we had glowberries everywhere, as well as a bunch of moss blocks here and there. And then I'll glowberry everything up, and it will, it'll look better because I'm gonna bone meal everything here in a sec. The deadliest players and the deadliest Minecraft. Yeah. It was definitely very sort of obvious clickbait, but like it worked. It was fun. You know, I enjoyed it. I forget you right click it again to ungrow them. There we go. That's looking really cool. And there was moss here and there. We had like... There we go. That'll work. Okay, and then we also have the upper area, so we got stone stuff to get. Oh wait, that's infested. There they are. Okay. So coming out from the underground, we had this, I guess I'll make it stone slab. Yeah, this'll be sort of like spawn. This will be a lava cast. I'll make a bunch of fake lava casts here and there. Okay, I gotta punch a hole through to where it is. There we go. Anyway, Jack, do I use the debug stick? I try not to, but like I probably should. I still kind of want this to be buildable in survival mode. Because I know some of you are, you know, you want to do that. And I don't blame you. I don't want to fault you for that. But I also want to make shit look really cool. And part of that would be doing impossible debug related things like making, you know, unpowered fence iron trapdoors standing open and things of that nature. Not much you can really do. Hey, Stone Cold Killer. But then Clown Pop logged in Rico. Oh my god. Yeah, sure, whatever. Trying to make it look as because this is a diorama at the end of the day. It's not meant to be perfect, but it's a good sort of... Oh shit. It's a good sort of like stand-in. Put this here, put that there. It's meant to look like a lava cast, but like a diorama of a lava cast. Something like that. I like that. Yeah. And then... Oh. Obsidian. I need obsidian to represent the overworld highways. Which is right here. Because there were overworld highways that we camped on. I think Bezo got hit because he went on a highway. That's how he got found. by Clown Pierce. Or no, it was Syndicate, that's right. Because Syndicate had an Elytra. Yeah, I remember now. Syndicate had an Elytra, and that's how he was able to figure out where everybody was, and he could fly around. Hey, none of your business, how are you? By using it, you can't verify that everything is possible to make it survival. Oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't know that it really matters too much. But, like... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. It may not matter. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm just sad the debug stick isn't a survival tool. I really kind of think it should be. Like, what can you do with the debug stick that's, like, so terrible that it shouldn't be allowed in survival mode? You know? Like, imagine you're griefing. Well, you're gonna be using TNT and shit, right? Okay, well, what's the difference between being able to do that with TNT or doing that with the debug stick? Like, I don't really see that mattering. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's some really fucky thing you can do with the debug stick that I'm just not aware of. But, like, does it really matter? Oh, gotta leave, El Cayman. Take care, man. Thanks for coming out. Doesn't Sin use she, her? I don't know. I always assumed Syndicate was a guy, but I could be wrong. I have no idea personally. I don't know enough about them. I just was told Syndicate is a really good PvPer, and I'm like, ah, shit. That's the last thing we need in this, because I think I was especially really underprepared at that time, because I wasn't able to get... Oh, I remember why now. That was like right after the Syndicate Clown Pierce, it was Kingaros. The Syndicate Clown Pierce Kingaros episode was right after I was killed, and I lost my first life because of we were partnered, I want to say. We had a partnership system, and the partner I was partnered with died to, like, random bullshit, and I lost all my stuff, and could not get it all back. So all my shit despawned, and I was doing well prior to that, and then the next episode, Syndicate, Clown Pierce, and Kingaros are brought on, and I'm told, I already know Kingaros is a world-renowned PvPer, and I'm like, oh shit, well, who are these other two people? And I'm just told, yeah, they're good PvPers, and I'm like, ah, fuck. Yeah, that's really fair, Bezo. Thanks for doing that. I'm in a total state of vulnerability, and you bring on some of the crackest PvPers I've ever heard about. Gee, thanks. And so yeah, that's all I knew. So I just assumed. Probably shouldn't have, but oh well. Survival with one pest feature. What's the tribute? It's the 2B2T No Life tribute, Ani. So I'm making a diorama of 2B2T spawn, but in 1.18, or how it was in 1.18. Because 1.18 was, like, brand new at that time. Honestly, it was a really good twist. 2B2T No Life. I felt that it was. Make two versions of the stick, a creative mode and survival mode one. I guess. I just don't think the debug stick is that big of a deal. I could be wrong. Again, there could be something crazy that the debug stick does that would make server owners' lives hell, or something. There we go. I'm just trying to, like, make little crags and small holes and all that, because there's so much. Like, if you've ever seen the Swiss cheese lava casts at spawn, you know what I'm talking about. How there's just so much open area for, like, crazy shit to hide. Ah, you did watch it. Okay, good. You're a true enthusiast, Donnie. I thank you. Yeah. I love this little tune. It's so good. I don't know who made it off the top of my head. But it's linked down in the description where you can also do things like subscribe and join our Discord and follow me on Twitter and all that other shit that I have to occasionally shill every now and then. Hey, do I remember you? No, I don't. And that is your fault for not being around more often. I wish I could say I remember you. But, no, if you showed up once or you changed your name, I have no idea who you are. Played the mod pack that had a crowbar, which was literally a crowbar and would rotate blocks and would use up its durability. I know what mod pack you played. You played with Railcraft, didn't you? Didn't you, Sam? Railcraft was the shit. Oh my god, I loved Railcraft. My brother is especially an addict when it comes to like older mods from 2014, 2013. He really loved Railcraft. But then again, he has autism and loves trains, unironically. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, just that, you know, he's like that. Now, I've got to make lava, like actual lava, somewhere. You know, like there's got to be lava drifting down from up above somewhere. Let you think? Okay. Is your new name bad or good? It's okay. I'm not jumping for joy, but it's okay. Hey, Zyro, how are you? Put a water cube in... Oh, that... Actually, no. Because 2B2T No Life didn't have a water cube. We removed that on purpose. Because it would have made things too troublesome. We were worried about lag, I want to say. So there weren't giant water cubes like there would be on 2B2T. But you're thinking, Zyro. I appreciate that. It's really only how 2B2T No Life was that I'm like actually concerned with. Because 2B2T No Life is ultimately what we were. That's what we were doing, and that's what I'm making a tribute to. So it ultimately didn't matter. Water cube ruined your chance to play 2B2T? How so? Water cubes are just like a thing, man. I can't imagine the water cube gate kept you out of 2B2T. Okay. I kind of want to make this almost like a mountain. Or like it's also sort of like a lava cast, except it's just natural stone. Sort of like leftover. Something like that. What are the specs of my PC? AMD 24X Ryzen 3 whatever blah 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 core. GeForce RTX 3070 PCIe. What's another? I don't know. I think that's everything. You probably don't care to know any more than that. But yeah, I got some good shit. I bought this PC back at the end of 2020. So it's getting up there on 2 years. This is a PC I bought specifically to be able to stream and do better content creation than when I was having to borrow my brother's computer. That was the only way I was able to make videos in early 2020. Anarchy Skyblock was shot on a potato PC. And other things too. Maybe I ought to make an Anarchy Skyblock tribute somewhere on here as well. Just other little goodies. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that looks great. And then I'll make a giant cube of cobble, like right here, just because seemingly a lot of the cobble formations that I saw, they felt so insurmountable as I was running around in 2B2T No Life. Like, you could just hide in one of these lava casts and you could go almost forever and nobody would find you. Cobblestone, there it is. One. Oh, I see. There we go. So yeah, wild times. Anyway, did Sato have a bad PC or bad internet? I'm sure it was a mixture of both. I couldn't tell you what he had. I never asked him. There was no point. I didn't care about PC stuff back then. You only have 12th gen 13? Ah. Well, you know, maybe one day you won't. Where's Andrew? He would normally love to beg of, or not beg, to brag about. I didn't mean to say beg. He would normally love to brag about having a better PC than me. My PC's better now, Jack. And I'm just like, that's nice. Hey, M11, how are you? Okay. Arabella's streaming the fan server. Ah. Is CLXXII here? I know CLXXII is usually here, but maybe not right this moment. I don't know. Is Arabella CLXXII's actual sister, like he said? I assume. Bro's complaining about 12th gen. You're over here with the 8th. Oh man, I feel bad for you, Zyro. I understand. I've had to put up with crap tops for years. I played 2B2T all the time, and it was entirely on a crap top. And that's just how it had to be. Like, I couldn't afford better. Milk or strawberry yogurt? Strawberry yogurt's fine. Milk is okay, but I prefer something with a little more flavor. Obviously, yogurt having that flavor. Milk is so bland. My mother has become addicted to Frappuccinos. And so she bought us a blender, a little Frappuccino blender. It's like a little handheld blender, and it makes about a good 12 ounce cup of frappe. And she's bought all the fixins, Java chip, coffee additive, banana flavored powder for like banana chocolate and all this stuff, and it's really good stuff. And I kind of have to hold back because I'm afraid I'll start getting fat. Because I can't start just chugging sugar and sugary stuff all the damn time, but like I have to like force myself to not make a frap, just because I can make a frap every day now. And she's getting me addicted to it too, because it's just so convenient. And they taste good. You know, she's gotten some good, high quality ingredients, and I'm just like, Mom, stop. Please. I prefer to just drink coffee and tea. And even then, I put crap tons of sugar in both my coffee and my tea. But then I've got an unfettered access to Frappuccinos, and it's just like, no. No, I have to hold off. I'll get diabetes when I get older or some shit. Diabetes runs in my family, so I have to take care of myself when I get to be older than I currently am. My grandmother, funny enough, we suspect she died of diabetes. This last, what was it, back in, when did she pass? She passed like the day after Christmas this past year. And then my grandfather was 9 days later. And she had bad diabetes. She couldn't take care of herself toward the end of her life. So it was like, that was kind of my wake-up call that, hey, look, you know, if you have diabetes in your family, hint, hint, wink, wink, you know, be careful. Don't do shit that, yeah, it may taste good now, but go light on the sugar. Your body will thank you when you're older. So I kind of have to, like, scare myself that way. I don't think my mother, has, like, quite gotten the message, though. She's bad about making Frappuccinos. Found a laptop with a Ryzen 7 and an RTX 3060 for $900. Okay. That's decent. I would get it if you're like, if you're going to be satisfied with that, sure. If not, I don't know, maybe look at getting a desktop or some shit that will actually carry you. Because, like, I intentionally wanted to get a good PC that would last me a year. Or not a decade, not a year. It would last me before the end of the decade. The end of the 2020s. I hope to not need a new computer before the end of the 2020s. At least that's the idea. Just say the render distance Space Valk 2 from weeks ago. It looks nothing like the 2B2T version. Well, that's because it was a really tiny area, and 2B2T's render distance was pathetically low. And so back in those days, we just kind of didn't think a thing of it. Whoops. But no, like, Space Valk 2 is only a kilometer away from Space Valk 1. It's like really, really pathetically small. You can see, if you've got a high enough render distance on a local world, you can see Space Valk 1 from Space Valk 2. If you allow yourself to have that higher render distance natively. It's not uncommon. And that's just, you know, that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of bases that I've been on, or been at, or seen, that if you're on 2B2T and you're just fucking around, you have a render distance, and the base feels like it just goes on and on and on and on. But then you get to a higher render distance like the archive, or your home, you know, your own PC, because World Downloader, or something like that, and you realize just how small everything is. Everything is so much closer than you remember it being, and that's because you can see it. And that's entirely because render distance is bad on 2B2T. And it just has to be that way, you know? But, I saw... Oh, by the way, I saw Fast Vincent's video. He released a video of when he and I went to all those Anarchy servers. And we just sort of did a little tour of everywhere. And he spoke to a bunch of these owners after the fact, and he mentioned that there's this one guy working on, what is it, multi-paper? Or whatever it is. That shit looks dope as hell. I hope that works. Like, can you imagine 2B2T unironically having a 1,000 player limit? It's never gonna do it. But, like, that would be cool. I think it's predominantly because they make a... yes, he released it, Ani. The people running 2B2T make too big of a profit off the queue. They're not going to let 1,000 players online. That's so stupid. That would just shoot their profits into oblivion. That shit ain't ever gonna happen. The only reason before the Camping Rusher we had 1,000... Or no, it was 9,999. I remember, because it was a joke. It was a running gag for a while. We were like, oh yeah, 2B2T has a player cap of 9,990. Like, oh, it's over 9,000, guys. And we never had more than 100 people. Like, ever. And then the nerds, like, took over everything for a while and killed interest in the server, and it was just like, well, we're never gonna get anything near that level. Like, that's insanity. And then the Camping Rusher happens, and it's just like night and day. Ironic, isn't it? So yeah, that's how it is. I don't know. You used to be a menace on that server, really? 5B? Ah, I didn't like 5B. 9B required more effort and was actually meaningful. It was rewarding to get out of. Then we had... What else? 0B, I want to say. 0B also took some effort. And it was okay. But 5B and... What was the other one? It was another one of those. Like, I get 10 feet out of 0-0, and we immediately run across, like, crap. Just every item under the sun you could ever want. And I'm just like, this server is effortless. Like, why should I give a shit about this? There's no challenge. And 2B2T, the reason I joined it way back when was because I was looking for a challenge. So then why the hell would I care, you know, to do it like any different? If I joined another Anarchy server, it would have to supply that challenge. And I don't see any of them really truly supplying that challenge, because the players, they're not in the same headspace as people from 2B2T way back when. And to be fair, most people aren't in that headspace because it's been too much time. A decade has passed, and you know, what can you do? There's nothing inherently wrong with that. Just that you can't expect the same experience, you know? 2B2T will never be what it used to be. And you just have to kind of accept that. It would definitely be interesting if it updated to 1.19. I can't say that it would make me want to play it, but I wouldn't like be against seeing what I could do in secret. I don't know. But here we are. This is going into my literal second year of streaming on YouTube, and I'm still throwing around, nearly 2 years later, I'm still throwing around the same idea. Well, you know, if 2B2T updated, it'd be really cool. Or it'd be interesting, or it would be such and such. It's been nearly 2 years that I started doing streaming on YouTube, and we're still in the same position. Nothing has changed. Like, that's eye-opening, you know? And so I'm very much of the opinion that shit ain't going anywhere. 2B2T is not updating at this point, because I think it would have. If it was going to, it would have. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a generic spawn structure that you see, where you have, like, obviously, you know, this was once the blown out ruins of a castle, or someone made something here. That sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know. Hey, Chase Krug, how are you? Okay. 1,000 player limit will never happen because no priority. Yeah, exactly. No one would buy priority. And to be fair, I don't really endorse anyone buying priority nowadays anyway, because if you do anything out of line, you get priority banned. And you're not going to get your money back, by the way. And so, what's the fucking point? So, I don't know. Have I seen the obby sign on 6B? No, I haven't. Is there a value to seeing it? Okay, let's put some sort of like cobblestone monstrosity. This'll represent the highways and how they're always like covered in clutter and garbage. Okay, let me try and get in there. Damn it. There we go. And so yeah, it just, it's a mess. The highways are an absolute mess. Not that anybody needed to be told that. If you touch 2B2T in any way, shape, or form, you know just how much of a mess they all are. Fuck. That was an important block that I just broke. Oh, ironic. That's obsidian. There we go. I don't want anything of this pristine underside to be damaged. It looks so good. Like, I'm shocked with myself that it turned out this well. Melon farm? Tried End Crystal? Vincent didn't invite me to End Crystal. I didn't even know he'd done End Crystal until his video came out today. Ah. Yummy, yummy. Green tea latte. Oh, so good. Now then. So yeah, I guess we'll just kind of have to make do. But anyway, now then, what's something else fun in other news that's been going on? Something not depressing, hopefully. Something interesting. What's a good topic that's been trending or has been interesting lately? There we go. That looks good. I like that. And this is a giant fuck off lava cast that you'd see on the highways. Now, the Spanish group made a giant thing with their logo, like dozens of bots, baritone. Oh yeah, Sim PvP has 3.3 million days. Wow. Did they just hit that recently? That sounds like a very recent milestone of some kind. Make the Valley of Wheat. We didn't have the Valley of Wheat in No Life. Sorry. It wouldn't make sense. And then we had a bunch of pillars everywhere. Just make a bunch here and there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can exponentially speed this up. By just pasting. Fuck. And then if anything pokes through the ceiling, I can just repair it. Last time we played SimPvP was a year ago. It's probably higher now. Ah. Said on your wall of support you utilize the Valley of Wheat several times. Can I elaborate on their use? Basically, every time I was getting an account out of spawn, I would make a point of going by the Valley of Wheat by about 2014, 2015 especially. And yeah, it was a well-known place. Obviously, this is all pre-Rusher War. And yeah, if I was doing anything near spawn, or if I was leaving spawn, and my account was going to be needing food to go travel somewhere, there you go. Like, it was an incredibly convenient place to get shit. And that was it. It really wasn't anything special. One of the more interesting aspects of the Valley of Wheat was that at once upon a time they had cows and donkeys there. And it was possible to actually make use of these things and not get chased away or inadvertently make someone mad or, you know, whatever. Like, things were actually kind of cool. And the Valley of Wheat was something of a cool place to hang out. But even then, eventually IMBJR, who I've talked about before, I want to say IMBJR was one of the first people to grief the Valley of Wheat. And a bunch of people were like, oh my god, that IMBJR, how could he? How dare he? God, what a no-life neckbeard F-word. And yeah, that was the Valley of Wheat. I never really went back after 2016-ish, where it was so obviously fucked. Cause yeah, Valley of Wheat was fucked. In 2016, we all thought, very foolishly, because we were all still very heavily armed, we thought we could defend the Valley of Wheat for like almost a week. And then, not long after, there was the big July 2016 item dupe. And that was the dupe that made us all realize we are so horribly outnumbered. There's no stopping the rushers. And yeah, that was the end of it. The Valley of Wheat was officially doomed, permanently doomed, like unbelievably, unrepairably doomed. And then that was the end of it. And I think the last time I went to the Valley of Wheat was I met up with someone who gave me Unbreakables, because Unbreakables were brand new. And I met them on an alt at the ruins of the Valley of Wheat, and they were like, hey, you're Jack? Okay. And I'm like, yeah, what you got for me? Because I didn't know what Unbreakables were at that point. This is before I went underground. So this is before even the copy of Space Valk 3 was griefed. And I was just like, ah, okay, well these Unbreakable things look really cool. But I don't really give a shit. Like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because I wasn't digging a highway. If I had been digging a highway, I'd have been really appreciative of them. But, it didn't matter. Because, like, especially by the time I was building at the copy, or no, at the original, rather. When I was building at the original, after the grief of the copy, I definitely had Unbreakables by that point. But they were just a novelty. They were not essential. And then, of course, we got found, and it didn't matter. Why was it cool? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jetboy. Why was what cool? Or what was cool, rather. I can explain if I understand what you're referring to. Anyway, I remember this very terrible YouTuber doing 100 days on 2B2T said the hackers hacked his PC and took control of his account. While I was online, it showed the USB connector. What? Oh, okay. Sure, I believe you. Right. Jack, 00 is too nice. Don't worry about that, another. We'll make it not so nice very soon. I don't want to make it, like, untraversable, because this is a diorama. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just kind of has to encapsulate the spirit of 2B2T. So, like, we'll put a little, I don't know, a little, thing here. And I'm well aware that you can't get around 00 this easily. But, like, it's a museum. It's not meant to be exact. You know, just go with it. Like, I get it. It's not perfect, but oh well. The Valley Wheat was cool. Oh, why did he grief it? What, you mean IMBJR? Why did IMBJR grief it? Because he could. That's the thing. IMBJR knew that on 2B2T griefing was a way of life. He didn't care. Like, IMBJR had played since like 2012, 2013. I want to say he joined a little bit after me. And he laid low for a very long time, but he never, like, was under the illusion that 2B2T was a sacred, you know, whatever. Like, no, he fucked with things because he could. If you invited him to your base, he was going to grief you. And he was very open about the fact that that's how things were supposed to be. He built his own base a bunch of times. He got found a few times. He himself was griefed. Like, he understood the cycle of death and rebirth that went on 2B2T. I could respect him for that, at the very least. He wasn't a whiny pissant who was like, oh no, I griefed your base, but you can't grief my base. Like, no, he was like, oh, I got griefed, oh well. And he moved on. And he understood how 2B2T really worked. And, yeah, like, that's how a lot of people were. In the olden days, people were not stupid or under some sort of false pretense that 2B2T had this or that. There was a bro code enforced on 2B2T. No, there was no such thing. You had people who had honor, and you had people who didn't. And in that manner, 2B2T has not changed. Now, whether or not you like the people on, that's another matter entirely. But I would say that what 2B2T represents, even though it's lost its spirit as it was, it's still trying to be its own thing, and that's okay. It's just that what it's trying to be is very boring and not fun. Because the people who are in charge are mean assholes. We'll see if it ends up improving or not. I don't know. Even Jared didn't want to grief it. I think Jared did grief it once, but I don't think he was like... He did kind of want to have a bit of a good reputation once upon a time. I don't know. When am I adding the lava? Oh yeah, that's right, the lava walls. I gotta figure out how to best do that. We'll see. Lava walls will not be hard. It'll probably be the last thing I do. Damn, it's already an hour in. Oh my god, an hour's already passed. I can't believe that. There we go. Okay. Let's paste in some more columns because there are lots and lots and lots of those just scattered about. Oh, maybe even some dirt. Because I know Spawn has dirt at it, even if it's very rare. You survived 4,608 days on Jack's Palace. Well, congrats, Ixoy. I don't think anyone asked. There wasn't a bro code on 2B2T? There was a bro code among basemates, but that's among basemates. I'm talking 2B2T wide. 2B2T wide, there was no honor among anyone, with the exception of people you knew you could base with. People who you based with were more likely than not going to try and get along with each other. But random people, people you had a feud with, like you didn't trust them. People who were obviously out to just fuck with everybody. Yeah, no, like that was not a smart thing to do. You didn't, it was not as much camaraderie and enjoyment as you might think. Despite whatever you've heard from Fit and other people, you were very much being hunted by a handful of people if they knew who you were. If you were nobody, you could hide. And that hiding was like really, really, really valuable. Because then nobody really cared about you. Now, the downside to that is you were not likely to be let in on secrets, exploits, etc. But if it also meant that you and your base were likely to be safe, that's not the end of the world, is it? Switch to PC. What'd you miss? Not much. Just me talking about how there was no bro code on 2B2T, despite what people might think. There was a lot of chaos with how some groups interacted with each other. Some groups hated each other, some groups were alright with each other. Just depended. It's not too dissimilar to how it is today. You just weren't, you would definitely respect your base mates, but like randos you were very wary of. And that's how it is today. Like, so yeah, you would have people like IMBJR grief the Valley of Wheat years and years before the Rusher War. And he would openly tout it. And everybody despised him because we were like, oh, that's sacred ground. You weren't supposed to do that. But then there was no such thing as sacred ground on 2B2T. We were kind of delusional in that respect. We kind of got soft to a degree. And the Russia War kind of made us all think, this is what it should actually be like. I'm just sad it ended up leading to our culture being eroded away. Did they go after each other? Even outside the block game? Depends on who. People like Jared would. But, your average person wouldn't really do that. Oh, fuck. It just depended on who you got a hold of. Yeah, there we go. I need to rough it up and make it less even. It's still very uniform in ways that it should not be. Oh, and I need lots of floating stairs and slabs that are just like randomly placed. Because that was a common thing. Hello, sorry I don't have a lot of time. So you can't watch the stream. Just want to drop by and say hi. Whoa, thank you, Super Duper. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it. Was Jared lying when he said that he'd never take it any farther than doxing? I have no way to know, personally. Jared never doxed me. I guess he wouldn't. But I couldn't tell you for sure. I would like to think he didn't, but I also know that he was a really mean piece of shit when he was a younger kid. And well, you know, it is what it is. I know that a lot of people were doxxed over the years, and that was used as a scare tactic more than it was an actual threat. I can't really say how many people actually had things happen to them once they were doxxed. I couldn't tell you if anything definitively bad happened beyond that. Just the doxing itself, or if it went further, I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. I've never been doxxed. Don't really know what to tell you. Was it a threat? Yeah, I mean, doxing was definitely a threat. It was a scare tactic. Like I said, it was a means of getting people to quit 2B2T. And if you got someone to quit, you won, basically. Now, whether or not they would stay gone, it depended. Some people, like Chris Layton, were doxxed, and that was the end for them. And they were like, nope, I don't want any more to do with this. And some people somehow were like, okay, well, I'm doxxed, so what? And they just kept on. And nothing ever came of it that I know of. Oh man, this is starting to look so fucking good. Tribute to 2B2T No Life. Yes, Ormonger. Ormonger was doxxed. Ormonger, I believe he has house called once or twice, but I don't think anything more really happened. I could be wrong. I didn't really keep in contact with Ormonger, so I don't really know. But I also don't really care either. Because, it's in the past at this point. There's nothing I can do about any of that. However bad some people's actions may have been, once it's gone, once it's over, that's it. There really isn't much more to say about it. Jack, what is it like to get doxxed from Pop Bob? I don't know. Never been doxxed by Pop Bob. Chris Layton was a real person, yes. Seeing people after they've doxed, it doesn't really affect them IRL, it's just damage their pride and is a way to scare kids away. Yep. Yep. That is exactly what was being done. It was a scare tactic. I already basically said that that's what they intended. Whether or not it worked depended on the person. Some kids were genuinely frightened away and some weren't. It's just how it is. Trying to make it look like there's... You know how people like make those cobblestone highways in the sky and they don't really ever really go anywhere? That's kind of what I'm trying to make. And all that was on 2B2T No Life. I was tempted to try and get across one of them to get a better, get out of spawn a little more easily, but then I ended up finding some good shit and it didn't matter. There we go. I want to be able to place it at my feet. Just randomly. Send something to me in a DM. What'd you send? People do be horny for me. Cat Whisperer Mark III. Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, that's Tristan. What about him? Obsidian Sky? I want to say that didn't exist. Oh, I remember. I completely forgot. This was a valid part of 2B2T No Life. The 2B2T No Life map was a map of spawn taken shortly before the Rusher War. So that's why there's no Obsidian Sky. That's why there's no Water Cube. All the common spawn features that you think of today, none of that featured in 2B2T No Life because that was not the version of the map we used. So it was a fresh into the Rusher War, or just after the Rusher War, something like that. And so there was no, none of that really major stuff existed yet. There was no Obsidian Sky, there was no Project Damn the Sun, there was no Water Cube, like none of that shit existed until like way, way, way later. Hey Saturnius, how are you? When was Exalted Spartan doxed? Probably a while ago. Around into 2013, 2014. I couldn't tell you when. Precisely when. Who did it? I can guess. I don't know precisely who did it, but I mean, I got like 5 people off the top of my head who I'm pretty sure would have had a hand in that. Okay. Okay, wow. All right, so we're good on stone and cobble. Let's do dirt. Just little bits of dirt. There were only itsy bitsy bits of dirt here and there. Not too much. Not too little, not too much. Eating Jolly Ranchers feels good? Why? You mean crunching on it or sucking on them till they become a nub? Jack, what is the overworld of Space Valk 3? I would imagine nothing's at the overworld of Space Valk 3. I wouldn't dare make a base there. Some idiot will get the idea to go there, but in the overworld, just to see what's there, and then they'll find your base. So no, I wouldn't do that. Currently, I would imagine nothing is there, but I don't know. Sick. Ill. Yes, it's a very, very sickening, very ill-inducing thing. What are the chords? Why are there chords? What? You mean this? It's because I was using the set block command. I mean, this is a world download of what it was on 2B2T, so I mean, it's how it used to be. I feel like Jackson Pollock just throwing shit around and enjoying the chaos of my creation. I like that. This feel. Just jumbled garbage. No, it's the flavors. Ah. Did you hear something around Jack say about sucking toes? No, I said sucking on a Jolly Rancher. Sucking on it until it's a nub. Because, who said that? Oh, hey, Joey Coconut. I almost missed you. Who said they were eating a Jolly Rancher? Yeah, Voidmaster said he was eating a Jolly Rancher. That's what brought that up. Yeah, it's a little modern art, I guess. I don't know. Jackson Pollock of the fan server. Jack is adding air pollution to his memorial. No, because there's no air pollution on 2B2T, so how on earth would I add that to my memorial? Made Space Falcon 6 be the same coordinates, it would be found easily. Yeah, no fucking shit, dumbass. I'm not gonna do that. Why would you say such an obvious thing? Like, yeah. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I just literally said I wouldn't make anything at the coordinates of Space Valk 3, but in the overworld, because someone would get the idea and go there, and there you have it. Your base would be compromised. So, like, why then would I make a base anywhere? If I make a base somewhere, it's going to be at totally random different coordinates, so that it can't be guessed. Okay, let's see how messy this gets. Since a ton of people go base hunting at those coords. Okay, that's nice. There we go, okay. Yeah, that encapsulates it well. I kind of just want the lava to sort of be ambiently visible, but not like overtly there. You know what I mean? You can tell, like, oh, this is a lava cast from way back when. Oh, that doesn't have anything surrounding it. Ugh. There we go, that'll work. And then one more bit of lava. Oh, this is gonna go everywhere, isn't it? Lava. But anyway, Jackson, Mississippi. I prefer Sour Patch Kids. Ooh, based. Dangerously based. Sour Patches are alright. Did I make any map arts that were animated? We didn't know that was a thing back then. So no, I couldn't. I did make one map art, but I shared it to like maybe 2 people. And I want to say that was it. Okay, I think we're good on lava. All right. And now for the actual memorial part. You know what? I'm gonna knock this section out and make it taller. Just because it doesn't feel right if it's 2 blocks tall. It feels more real this way. Okay, cool. And so, let's get some signs. Let's see how this looks with birch. What was the map art of? It was a horny map art. And no, I'm not going to tell you or show you. Whose memorial is this? This is the 2B2T No Life memorial. Can you be on the memorial? You played No Life? When? When did you play No Life, Ani? I don't recall you playing No Life. Glow squid. You've been no-lifing your life since 2004. Very funny. Ani is trolling. He plays mobile. Gotcha. 2B2T No Life. Hosted by Bezo Passant. Orsund. Who else was involved? Was it Kill It? I think he helped with some of the infrastructure. Oh, and it's 2B2T No Life. And I've got to put the date. Let me dig around on my channel real quick. Ah, 2B2T No Life. If I... Whoa. Okay. So it was December 13th. Okay. Oh. You know what? I'm going to have to put this on a separate... Actually, it should probably be No Life Memorial. No, I want that scooted up a bit. I wish you could edit signs better. Memorial... Should it be maybe something else? 2B2T No Life Memorial Mineshaft? Oh, I should also... Or no. No, I won't do that. Yeah, I'll leave it as is. Maybe I ought to also make like a plaque, but a much smaller plaque here. Some glow item frames. I'll make this one a silvery looking plaque. Instead of it taking up the entire 3x4 space, it'll just be 1x2. Yeah, just like that. Bam, bam. I'll have to actually make the graphic that'll go here later, but for now. I should probably have the names of those who participated. Okay, participators. Oh wait, no. We'll have that be the plaque. The participators. Yeah. Actually, would you guys like to see me make another map art here? Gonna use the totem? What totem? Did my brother play 2B2T? He played like once upon a time, but he only ever really just did stuff that I needed him to do. He was a mule account predominantly. He didn't really like play. Yes, map art would be cool. You want to see the map art creation process? Oh, hey, Sculler. Okay. MS Paint stream, yep. Okay, so we got, what is it? 128 by 256. $128. There we go. Cool. Okay, I'm setting everything up now. Or no, it's not that. It's window capture, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm just going to make a really quick memorial here. Let me go ahead and go grab the iron block texture. Or no, the iron ingot texture. I think the iron ingot texture would be better. Oh. Oh, damn it. It's still too large. Okay, let me dye this red. So that way I can tell the dimensions of the canvas itself. There we go. Okay. So we will have the name. I've got to like pick a good sort of base color. I want to also get a palette. Okay, so we got that color. We got this color. My methods are a little hard to explain, basically. All I'm doing is that I'm just extracting the colors from the item texture, and this allows me to use all these colors, and they will appear on the map art itself when we're done. So we got this. Whoops. There we go. And so as you can see, it's losing a lot of its base color. They put a lot more colors in the iron ingot texture than I thought. Okay, just a few more. I want to do something to the effect of, you know, all the people who participated. There are a lot of them, actually. Way more than you might think. We lost like half of the player base inside 2 episodes, something like that. They did not last. But, ah well. Such is life in the zone. Okay. So I kind of want to make it... Oh wait, this is too large. Oh, I know. I'll use the line tool. Something like that. No, that's too thick. Something like this. How many pixels is this? 15. Instead, let's go with 8. No, that's 9. Close. Perfect. Okay. Wouldn't if you told your family and friends about how I play a server full of races, will lose one half your... Yeah, a lot of people will lose respect for you. I understand. It's more the fact that people who don't understand that the racism and stuff on 2B2T is a byproduct of having total freedom. People don't like the idea of total freedom. They feel that it's scary and dangerous and it's all this other gobbledygook, and it's not that. The freedom you can enjoy on 2B2T is something you will never have in real life. It's not the sort of thing to be taken for granted. But good luck convincing normies of that. People who've got it in their heads that things should be this way or that way, when they're confronted with a place like 2B2T where it's utter chaos, because, you know, of course it is, they cannot fathom any sort of different setup to the world. The world is run exactly one way and one way only. And they can't stand that. So yeah, they would probably lose respect for you. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. Just don't tell them. Don't tell people about 2B2T if you're ever of the impression they can't handle it. Just don't tell them. Because the odds are very good your instincts are correct. They probably will not be able to handle it. Your average person is not ready for the level of freedom that a place like 2B2T offers them. And it's a type of freedom that you will never get in the real world. And to a large degree, that type of freedom makes people go berserk. Because they don't understand how to moderate that freedom in their own minds. You give them all this freedom, and they go absolutely nuts with it. Because of course they do. Of course they do. Actually, no, let's make that the sheen color. Okay, so there's this. Actually, I should probably make this. Yeah. Okay. Make this the top bit right there and there. Okay, cool. It's gonna be like a metal block with an engraving on it. Oh, good night, Pigman. Take care, Sam. It's nice to see you. Nice to have seen you. Okay. That's the line color. I kind of want this. There we go. Something like that. But yeah, it's 2B2T is its own thing, and you have to kind of be willing to accept that. And that does mean that, you know, bad shit, bad words, all that, it's going to be said. And tough. Like, people have seemingly forgotten the old phrase, the old adage of words can never, or sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. They've by and large forgotten that. People don't seem to care about having a resilience to bad stuff. And I'm just like, well, you get what you get, I guess. There we go. So yeah, you have to be willing to accept 2B2T on its terms. And then you have to kind of be good at tempering tempering yourself. Most people are not, as it turns out. And well, what else is new? Oh well, on the bright side, honestly, I had a pretty good time of 2B2T back in its heyday. I never felt like I was truly, you know, pressured into doing anything or being any, you know, I didn't have to bow to anybody's expectations. I just kind of did my own thing. And I enjoyed that. It's a shame, really, that a lot of people today are not, they don't respect letting people do their own thing. You're not allowed to be your own person. You gotta toe the line, be something that other people expect of you. And that's just like, fuck that shit, that's for the birds. I'm really quite sad for, especially for my generation, because my generation seems to have forgotten this lesson the quickest. The 90s used to be filled with irreverent humor of a level that today would be expressly verboten. And it's just like, damn, what happened to us? We used to be cool. And now, I don't know. Now I'm just kind of like, could be worse, I guess. Oh, wait, shit. No, that didn't go diagonal at all. I guess I'll have to use the line tool for that. I want a big, shiny, you know, metallic looking shimmer to run across this. We'll put a nice happy little shimmer right there. And then another one right here. That looks good. I like that. And then maybe... put something there. And then I'm going to use Poncho Hamster's favorite, the curve tool. And just like that. And then I'm going to make another one right here. Because metals, the way they reflect light is that they reflect light and dark, like right next to each other. Metals are very weird. Learning to paint metal or to draw and accurately reflect how metals are supposed to look, it takes a lot of effort. Kind of wish I had an intermediate color between these two, but I don't. Life's never going to be equal fair. Yeah, exactly. You just have to accept that. People are going to say bad shit, and you just got to deal with it. People are going to do things you don't like. People are going to go to places you don't want them to, etc., etc. It's just a shame we can't, as a society, accept that. Because, you know, there's a lot of stuff about the world that People would love to change in the beat of a heart, but it's not possible. Billions of people would love to have climate change be licked, just like that. Well, I mean, if it were so easy. But no, the world does not change on a dime. Oh, man. Alright, Jack, you're heading out? Okay, take care, Voidmaster. You're gonna miss out on the beautiful, plaque that I'm making here. Okay. Let's do some of this. I'm kind of just getting wild with it. And then some of this. Just because. Because. Okay. So this is the darkest end. This is kind of like got a big sheen to it. Okay, I'm gonna put another big sheen like right over here. And then several tinier, smaller bits are also shiny. Okay. All right, I like that. And then the final bit will be the text. Now I don't need this. Okay. And now I want to do the participants, all their names. Okay, so it went from December 2013, or December 2021. Oh, that's way too large of a font. 8. Here we go. 21 to February. Oh, this is gonna have to be spaced this way. What was it, the 14th, I believe it was? 2022. Or it was the 15th, my bad. The 15th is when the final episode went up. Okay, then I need listed names. Okay. Obviously myself. Momana. Duper Trooper. Hermetic Lock. Bezo Passant. Fast Vincent. Force Ken. I forgot he was involved. D_loaded. Maxi Taxi. Slew C. then R fresh. I don't think Orson played, and then obviously I'll put the killers. So Clown, Pierce. Oh, that's too large. Clown, Pierce, and then Syndicate. Nay? Damn it. Okay, there we go. And then we had Kingaros. Kingaros? Is that how you spell Kingaros's name? Kingaros. Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I'll shrink these down so that it's all formatted right. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Don't fuck up on me, MS Paint. I'll move these over to the middle. Okay, the text doc does not look like it's going to behave. We'll see. So before I okay this, I'm gonna have to like reformat it because I know it's not gonna play right. Okay, let's see if this does it. No, ew, what in the fuck? Why did it do that? Okay, well, that's... For some reason, that did not want to show up right. Oh, also, Syndicate does not... Oh, yeah, he does have an... Yeah, okay. Well, crap. I guess I just didn't have enough room. Well, even if I have to scrunch it up against the sides, so be it. No, transparent. We want it to be transparent. Okay, well, that kind of works, but the bottom names here are all fucky. I hate that. It just will not play nice. Oops. The formatting. Okay, well, all the names got put on there this time. Better than nothing, I guess. We'll make this, plaque 2. Alrighty, back to Minecraft. Okay, now I'm gonna have to get out. So we're at 7,710. So I'm gonna have to back out of this, go to Map Art Craft, hosted by the lovely Rebane. Let's pick out plaque number 2. Make this a 2x1. Data file. Select everything. Floyd Steinberg, maybe... Ooh, Bear looks better. Bear 4x4. That looks like it'll be somewhat decent for the dithering. There are so many different types of fucking dithering. I'm like, holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, download map data. Yeah, there we go. 1 and 2. Simple. Okay, so 710, 709. Okay, I'm renaming them now. Okay, so we go into the saves. Gotta find Space Valkyrie World. Go into the data. Throw that in there. Overwrite the DAT files in the folder. And there we have it. And when I join back in, here there be dragons, but there'll also be map art. Voila. Oh, whoops. There we go. And there's the finalized plaque. Oh, you missed it, Fernando? That's okay. Hey, Diluted Water, how are you? Is Foreskin? Yeah, Foreskin's a cool dude. Well, that's a solid 20 minutes of effort, but it works. So how do you like my my plaque? I should probably go down and put this along with the other map art. Hey, Clamp Wizard. Remember to hydrate, Jack? Yeah, I'm hydrated, I think. Pretty sure. Okay, I'll put those in there. All right. So, just as a recap, I made this plaque in memorial to the Mushroom Wars of early 2020, the Great Race War of 2022. All the poor mushroom men who died like bitches due to an overly Pepsi-fortified feline menace. I swear to God, he like wiped out 30 or 40 of them. And then this is our 2B2T No Life spawn replica. And you know, I should probably put something in the center here that states as much. But I don't know, this down here really says 2B2T No Life Memorial, hosted by Bezo Passan Orson and Kill It. And then this is the actual... Oh, I know what I should do. Ah, fuck. Wrong block. Wall of Remembrance or Ints? Which is it? Remember ants. No. Remember ints. No? How the hell do I spell it then, you piece of shit? Remembrance. God, that's annoying. I hate the English language. Wall of Remembrance. There we go. And then some glowy shit and some white dye. There we have it. Ta-da! Wall of Remembrance. Actually, maybe put that up there, or maybe up here. I think that's better there. Sweet. Okay. Well, Doing good. Spend an hour detailing your mob farm. Okay. So yeah, this is how 2B2T No Life was. Some light on the subject here and here. 2B2T No Life Memorial, hosted by Bezo and all those wonderful people. I think Kinorana had a hand in coding some of the plugins too, but I don't fully remember. So yeah, from December 21st, 2021 to February of 2015 or 2022. My bad. So yeah, these are all the people who participated. Yeah. Yeah, it was a wild time, I tell you what. So we got our replica of Spawn. Oh, actually, I should probably put that. But like right here. Replica of 2B2T Spawn room. And then also make it glow. Glow in the dark ink. Okay. Nice. Here's the whole of Spawn. Kind of. It's a diorama, really, but good enough. So yeah, that is the Mushroom Memorial finished. I would like to think. I don't really think there's anything more I can add to this place. Not that I can immediately see. Maybe put some railing here? Yeah, why not? Let me get a wall to connect all these up. Yeah, polished blackstone wall. I like that iron bars connect to walls, even though it looks a little jank. It still isn't too bad. And there we have it. That's the best I can do, I feel. I feel this place is really... This internal area really took off for a place that was super vague and empty. I think we filled it quite well with the 2B2T Memorial, No Life Memorial, the plaques, the Great Race War plaque, or the Great Race Experiment, whichever. And if you want to see how I made this and how it works, there's an episode that I made last week detailing how you create, a picture in MS Paint, and then how you can export that and put it as a map in your world. There's a very easy way to do that. And then I think that's it. This area, it's sort of supposed to be like a mausoleum, almost. Like it's somber almost, kind of, sort of. You're meant to come into this place and be like, oh, people lost their lives in Minecraft. Okay, maybe not that somber, but it's a place. It is a place. I kind of like leaving it as a large slit-like opening. I don't know, it just seems fitting. And then on this side, we had the same. Oh, wait. There we go. So yeah, this place turned out great. The Mushroom Memorial. It's something. Damn. Holy crap, it's already been 2 hours. I can't believe that. Well, at any rate, everybody, thank you all so much for giving me a moment of your time. Next time, we shall tackle the giant plus sign. I have no idea what I'm going to make into this, but I'm sure it'll be nice. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I appreciate it. Every moment, every second. Anything you're willing to give me, I will happily take it. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment. You know, all that stuff. Tell your friends about me. Follow me on Twitter. I've got a TikTok, so follow me on TikTok if you're not already. I will upload all of my shorts and stuff to there as well as here. Speaking of shorts, I'm working on a shit post. Should be fun. Hopefully I'll have that out tomorrow for y'all. And other than that, I will catch you all tomorrow for a Hardcore with Jack. Other than that, y'all have a great evening. Bye.